Nintendo GameCube, anyone? So, yeah, the Nintendo GameCube, one of the underrated and unsuccessful Nintendo consoles at its time. To its credit, it did have an impactful lineup. I think I share my enthusiasm with the community that I think the GameCube had a great lineup of games. Now, as someone who's been into GameCube games since the year 2022, since I dust off my old Wii, there have been plenty of games I wanted to try out and talk about them. Now, I had these games, some games like Mario Sunshine and Melee right in front of you. I have played the games like for a year now, while others I have played recently. Now, I won't be going over all of the GameCube games. In fact, the amount of GameCube games right here stacked are only 6. The other 2 are right here off screen. I decided to leave those out simply because I don't really have anything interesting to say about these 2 games, and those 2 games are, without further ado, let's get into it, starting with Super Smash Bros. Melee, aka one of the launch titles. Well, I think it is the launch title for Nintendo GameCube. Now this game, I played this game since late 2022, and I think the month was October. As a fan of Smash Bros, I always wanted to play this game particularly. I mean, at that time, I played pretty much every Smash game, even Smash 64, Brawl, Smash Wii U, Smash 3DS, and even Ultimate. But at the time, with that game recently, I only managed to play that game thanks to my friend having the game. But when I finally got this game for myself with the player's choice, I did not like it at all. Not that I think it was bad or anything, but I think to me at the time it was kind of okay, but now I tend to like it more than I did back then. I think it's, in some ways, I think it's better in some entries, but I agreed that it's pretty much an overrated game. In terms of like Smash Bros games, I think why Melee is such beloved by fans, because it introduced so many like iconic features and modes that became main staples, like bringing back old stages, having multi-man melee, the adventure mode, trophies especially, and the list goes on. I think graphically this game still holds up well. That CGI cutscene in the opening, one of the best openings in the entire franchise, no doubt about it. But I feel the reason why I did not like this game back when is just it's how it felt to play. I think if you're used to the snappable fluid controls that on say games like Smash Ultimate, then you're gonna have a hard time going into this on your first time. I certainly had. To be honest, I knew this game would control very differently. In fact, I think I expect this game to control like more on par with Smash 64 more than anything. Though this game is the first to introduce like new mechanics such as more directional grab inputs. And when I mean more grab inputs, I mean just throw your opponents up and down and shit, as well as side Bs or side specials. I think I have a lot of respect for this game. I think another reason why I don't like this game is just how stiff it plays. And that's my biggest problem with Melee. It feels very stiff. It feels like you can't do multiple things at a time. Have you ever played a video game where you can't do multiple things at once? You have to stop at a place and do one thing at a time. I wouldn't exactly call it directly a comparison, but it is somewhat like that. And I think with Melee, it's very obvious. Now, I think you will get used to it. Pretty much every Smash Bros. Game, if you played all of them at this point, it should take some adjustment. But yeah. Now, as for my more positives, I've already talked about the graphics and its opening, but I think when it comes to audio and the sound department, I think this game blows its predecessor, and with so many tracks, some of my favorite tracks from this game, or favorite remixes, are like the Mushroom Kingdom, both F-Zero tracks, the menu theme, both versions. There's a lot of tracks I like about. And again, this game introduces the trophy system. In Smash 64, there were plushies or soft toys. Here, we have like trophies, which became like the iconic thing of Smash Bros. And this game has an adventure mode too. And yeah, it's enjoyable. I think I do enjoy it more than most people, but at times I feel like the adventure mode could have been more handled. I feel like most of the time it just feels like standard fights. And the worst part is, most of the stages are like that. I mean, the other worlds that aren't like that. I mean, you travel from Mushroom Kingdom, you travel from a Temple of Hyrule, you even run around the world of F-Zero. But then you get stuff like finding a bunch of Pikachus, finding a bunch of Kirby's, and 2 little Donkey Kongs, and 1 giant King Kong, etc. But all is made up for if you play this mode on the normal or higher difficulty, because if you beat this game within a certain condition, you get a chance to face against Giga Bowser, and all I can say is good luck, because you're gonna need it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to say with Smash Bros. Melee. I think in how I rank this game between the others, I say I prefer Smash Ultimate and Smash 4, and maybe but I still enjoy Melee a bit more than I did. I think it's a game that I recommend to anyone who are a fan of fighting games and Nintendo shit. And oh yeah, that's right, this game has a huge character roster. It even has some Fire Emblem characters named Marth and Lloyd, 2 characters that at the time Fire Emblem never made an overseas release. But yeah, that's Smash Bros. Melee. So, off you go!